Welcome to the Emily Otto Show, business coaching for Rebelle healers, priestesses, and other witchy women. This podcast will give you the tools to help you build and scale your online healing business so you can help more people and make more money. My goal is for you to enjoy your life and business with plenty of time for pleasure and play. I am over the moon delighted you're here. Let's start today's episode.
Hello, and welcome to the latest edition of the podcast. We are in my new office. Hi, everything is absolute chaos. The state of the world is kind of chaotic, so, it's par for the course. And today's podcast, I really wanted to talk with you about selling as service. But I'm also going to talk a bit about pricing because this is coming up for a lot of people. So first, I'm going to riff like crazy today and follow me as we go. And I want you to know that selling is part of having a business. And I have a lot of amazing humans who are so adverse to selling. Perhaps you're one of them. A lot of clients in Sacred Sales Priestess in the last round were like, I don't want to sell. I don't want to sell. And I think so often we have this image of selling as the used car salesman, the snake oil salesman, right? Somebody who sells us a product that doesn't deliver, right? And like, that's the theory on selling is, oh, I've got to scream from the rooftops. I've got to do icky, gross things that feel sleazy or unethical. And that's the only way. And so I guess if I want to run a business, I've got to sell, but I don't want to. And I want to tell you that you don't have to sell that way. And in fact, I want you to start thinking of selling as a service and the sales process as part of the beautiful healing services that you offer the world, whether that's through a product like, a spell bottle or a candle or a handmade copper water bottle, or whether it's through a service, helping someone with their content, with their copy, doing energy healing, doing hypnosis therapy, regressions on people, all of it. Through the sales process, you are offering a service. Your sales process gets to be uplifting. Your sales process gets to spark joy. Your sales process gets to be trauma-informed and nourishing to your clients' nervous systems. And that's what I love about selling on social media. Because if you follow me on any platform, you see me saying the same darn things again and again and again. You see me showing up in my authentic expression of who I am and who my work is for and why again and again and again. You can get to know, like, and trust me in my private Facebook group, Business Coaching for Rebelle Healers with Emily Otto. I've got over 600 members in there that have watched me grow my business and say the same darn things again and again, right? That's proof, that's validity, that's proof of concept, that's trust building. I'm not going anywhere. This is not a flash in the pan business. And I stand behind what I believe in and what I say. You can also participate in coaching with me in different ways. I have signature programs. I have my mastermind. I have one-on-one coaching. You can see me in other groups on Facebook. You can follow my Instagram or my TikTok profiles. They're Emily Otto Rebelle. You can go out and see my work history on LinkedIn and the 7 different companies I've worked for and my 15-year human resources career, right? The internet and online social media enables us to kind of take some of the fear factor away for our clients. My podcast, I'm delivering this to you every freaking week in these little bite-sized chunks of information. And I'm probably repeating myself, right? But it's in the repetition that I'm building my concepts, the way I view the world. This is what I'm talking about when I talk about selling as a service, okay? Selling is a service, selling is helping, selling is sacred. So if you're through the sales process, that is a service, okay? You interacting with someone in the DMs when they ask you about your program is part of the services that you're providing. And I really want you to start thinking that way, my dear healer, witch, priestess, because When we start to think that way, we transform the experience. We give our magic. We can take away some of the fear, some of the tension, some of the anxiety that can come up when we have this concept of selling, right? So I hear you. I don't want to sell. I don't want to sell that way either. Okay. I don't want to sell that way. My grandfather went door to door selling baked goods in kindergarten. I'm sure that was cute as all get out, right? The little red rider wagon full of baked goods, breads, cookies, cakes, going door to door before school to make money during the Depression. And I like to think of my grandpa Bisonet when I think about selling. He also sold pots and pans door to door. Can you imagine? I can barely imagine. I remember growing up, we used to have folks come door to door selling Cutco knives, kitchen knives, or Tupperware, right? Tupperware sales parties. There's also like sex toy sales parties. I want you to think about all the different ways there are to sell in the world, okay? I gave this analogy to a client yesterday. Let's say you're a blacksmith, okay? This is like 1600s, you're a blacksmith. How do you sell your work? You're a blacksmith, you're a leather crafter, you're a cobbler. How do you sell your work? You do the thing, you hang a sign. Your customers that come to you for a specific problem, right? Like my shield broke, my sword broke, I need a new buckle. They come to you, you fix it, or you make them a new one. They tell other people about it. Word of mouth, getting in front of other people's audiences, right? So that's the same darn thing we're doing on social media. It's just that now our reach has expanded globally. And then the waters become muddy because we think we have to do it a certain way, or we've got to do it right, or we're not sure how to do it. I want you to really think about how humans have sold and engaged in commerce and trade for a long time, right? Whether it was trading beads or shells or spices or furs. My family on the business side were fur traders. On the Dreiske side, they were farmers and butchers, okay? They weren't butchers until they came to America, and it was a skill they had. So on the Dreiske side of my family, they came over through Ellis Island and came into the Midwest, into Ohio, and then in Michigan. And some of them, they were farmers. That's what they knew, right? So they could butcher and break down a chicken, a pig. And so that's what they did. They became butchers here in the States. So, and I also had family that worked in the coal mines, right? It is a helpful and important thing to know your own personal legacy as much as you can, given privilege, given race, given disconnection from family lines through all sorts of different ways. But how much can we use that as proof that there's so many different skills in the world and different ways to sell? Sacred Sales Priestess is my signature 7-week selling program because selling gets to be sacred and selling gets to feel good. It is open through July for early bird enrollment at just $444. There's a link in the show notes. Go ahead and register. We will start in August, and the price is gonna jump to early bird price of $555 in August. There are payment plans, extended payment plans available as low as $111 a month. I want you to get this information because I want you to feel good selling so that you can help your people, so that they can be supported by you, because your work matters and your people do need you. And that's what we want to convey in the marketing, because the people that don't need you are going to read that and be like, oh, okay, whatever. The people that do need you are going to read it and reach out or click by and say, yeah, that's me. I think I need some of what she's having. I think I'm in. And that's why you're going to hear me make the argument, the point, the proof of purpose of articulate that in your marketing, in your content. Why this, why now? Why this, why now? And a lot of my clients have been having a hard time with the why now piece. And I don't mean why now as in creating a false sense of urgency, but why now as in, why would someone need your work now? Okay. And so for my massage therapist, maybe that's because your person has legitimate shoulder pain or a frozen shoulder. For the person whose heart hurts or heart aches after a relationship breakup, maybe that's the why now. You're aching, you're grieving, you're stalking them on social media, and you want to stop and feel better. The why now for my clients for Sacred Sales Priestess, you want to be making more sales. You know your work can help people, and there's a disconnect happening, and you're not sure how to shore it up. That's what that program is for. So it is my job as a business owner, it is my job as the person offering the service to tell you why now. It's your job to tell your people why now, and understand that through the act of selling, you are delivering a service. That's already part one. The sales process, making it trauma informed. I'm a big believer in letting people know your pricing up front, giving them a sales page so they know what's included, spelling it all out as much as possible so that different people and their different styles of learning and the different brains can take in the information again and again. Some people learn better with videos, worksheets, text, audio. Having that all available makes it possible for different humans and their beautiful different brains and brain patterns and bodies and body and brain behaviors to interact with your work, okay? So my degrees are in psychology, cultural psychology to be specific. Everybody has a different perspective, has a different lens, has a different lived experience. And so as much as I can accommodate for the different amazing humans coming in, I'm gonna do so. You get to do that too. So recognize that through the act of selling, you're creating this service, right? You're making an offering, you're making a plea, a petition, a blessing out into the world. And then I also wanted to talk to you today about pricing, because I think so many of my clients, so many of you can get stuck in, but what do I price it at? Do I price it at 33 or 99 or 127? Or for longer programs, do I call it 800 or 900 or 1,500? The short answer is it doesn't matter. The bigger answer is, what is a price point that you can get yourself 75% behind and that feels good for your clients and for you? Okay, so I'm a big believer and I love running a business where I give away a ton of shit for free. It makes me feel good. I have the privilege to be able to do that, okay? My bills are covered. My house is covered. There is food in my fridge. I understand that I'm already doing better than most Americans by having that privilege and having that access. And yes, that's through education and work, but it's also through privilege, okay? I don't forget that. So it is on me, and I get to give back in a lot of different ways. There are scholarships available for Sacred Sales Priestess and CEO Enchantress. Go out to my website, www.emily-otto.com/Sacred Sales Priestess. Scroll to the bottom, there's an application for a scholarship, okay? I give away, last time I gave away about 20% of the total people that registered. The more people that register and pay in full or pay the regular price, the more scholarships I can give away. So if you are in a privileged position to be able to afford the full program, fantastic, please do so. I will be adjusting the amount of scholarships based on the amount of enrollments that I have. I love getting to do that, okay? And if you need a full scholarship, ask for it when you apply. Last time I gave away scholarships to everybody who applied. I might be able to do that this time too. So go apply if you need or desire it. And then pricing. What do your people need? What's going to work for them? And remember, this isn't the only thing you're selling. So maybe you have a foundational, get your bills paid, get food in the fridge program. That is your meat and potatoes program. That is what is nourishing you and enabling you to keep the lights on. Do not discount that program. Keep it the rate it is. Maybe that's your $99 intensive or your 30-day program that's $500, okay? And then you can do free workshops. You can do $25 workshops. You want to start to think about it as a funnel and a pyramid, a tier of programs, also a pussy, right? Tier of programs. What's your freebie? What's your $5 ice cream cone? Pink Spoon Marketing, if you can find the ebook. They took it down a while back. I was very sad. 2 women wrote it. Pink Spoon Marketing. It's all about the analogy with a Baskin Robbins pink sample spoon, right? What's your sample? Mine is the podcast, my free Facebook group, all of my content out on YouTube, all of the content on my social media profiles, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, right? And then the next tier for me, that's a great question, is probably, I have a $21 Charm Clients In bundle. And the next tier for me is my $197 bundles of videos, DIY business coaching, selling your signature services and connecting to paying clients. And then after that, it's my group programs, CEO Enchantress, Sacred Sales Priestess. Early bird rates for those are $555. Full regular price is $777. And I intentionally offer extended payment plans for all of those to make them really freaking accessible for business owners who need them and want them. I get to do that, and I love doing that. It matters to me. And then after that is my Rebelle Mastermind. Changes are coming to that program. I'm so excited to announce them, but I will tell you more about that in the fall. And then my one-on-one coaching, okay? So you get to create the same thing. What are your tiers and your price points? If you're just starting out, start with two types of offers. A smaller session, $99, $150, something like that. Or maybe you're just starting out and you're like, Emily, I just want proof of concept. I just want some testimonials. Go ahead, charge $25 for a phone call. That's the first thing I ever sold, was a $25 60-minute phone call. You can do that too. $33, whatever it is, some kind of money and energy exchange, okay? And then I have a lot of really cool people that I see as peers that offer pay what you can workshops. I like doing that too. Let people choose or give it away for free. For me, I'd rather give it away for free. But that's because of the program tiers I've built out, right? This is my 3rd year in business, and I've been able to consistently make income, so I can afford to give more things away. If you are not in that privileged position, you don't have to, right? You don't have to. You can create different types of paid containers and programs. You can't price it wrong, all right? You can always adjust the price. I'm a big believer in starting low and building up, and starting at $99 and going higher until you hit a price point of like, you know what? That program maxes out at that. That's what I like charging. It works for my bills. It works for my dreams and my goals, and it works for my clients. That's the sweet spot you're looking for in pricing. Okay, I have to run. You are amazing. Go forth, sell your services. Join me for Sacred Sales Priestess. I freaking love this program. Everybody needs to take it if you are not yet making the sales you want to be making as a witch, as a priestess, as a healer. Get your cute butt in there, emilyotto.com/sacred sales priestess, and come on into my free Facebook group. For July, the last week of July and the last week of August, I am running Rich Witch Summer Camp again. It's your opportunity to get bold, make sales, practice, get actual coaching from me. So hop on in my free Facebook group and have a beautiful week.
That's it for today. Share this episode with other Rebelle healers so they too can make more money and deeply support their people. Join my free Facebook group at Business Coaching for Rebelle Healers with Emily Otto, and stay tuned for next week's episode. XOXO.